Um, Hi everyone. I hope you're doing well today. This particular live stream wasn't really planned or anything. I had the idea of doing it, but now that I'm sitting here, I really just wanted to take a chance to maybe have some people come and I don't know, give me company. I had a lot of harsh thoughts and feelings today, and it's still me just processing everything that has come with this breakup, if you will. I feel like at times I have such a good grip on it, and then the next thing I know, I'm taking a complete 180 and just not having good thoughts at all. So, for what it's worth, though, for anybody that's passing by right now, thanks for being here. It does mean a lot to me. It really does. The fact that you want to be here, it it really does bring a smile on my face. And I'm sorry if it may seem like I won't be the most jovial. I may pick up a little bit because usually live streams can help awaken my mood. There's no guarantee that I'll stream for a very long period of time. I can't even guarantee that I'll stream it for an hour. But I just wanted to reach out. I wanted to see what new people I can find. Maybe just see how your night's going. Maybe how your day's going. And hopefully I can just make things a little bit better for you. You know. Hopefully I can be of help to you, and that I can make you feel appreciated in this world. That's sometimes all I can really ask for, you know? But, I don't even guarantee anybody's in the chat right now. I'm just kind of just speaking out into the void. And, that's okay. I, I very oftentimes speak to myself, and I'm very capable of speaking to myself because more often than not, I have myself. And I'm very capable of being there for myself and handling myself, so I don't really have to worry about myself too much. But at the same time, too, I still wanted to have a chance to be able to reach out to new people and see maybe if, we can just talk for a bit. Just say hi, you know? So okay, perfect. Just talk for a bit and say hi, you know? I'm not gonna say I'm gonna change your life or anything, but just simple idle chat is nothing, no skin off my nose, you know? Also, like, if you guys have any questions about anything, then I'm more than happy to answer them. I'm a pretty open book, and I'm very capable of handling a lot of questions that I can most likely answer. With that being said, though, I'm gonna check chat real quick. Hello, Liam. It's been a while since I've seen you. I hope you're doing well. Thanks for stopping by. Hello, Lunar Moon. It's good to see you too. Hi, Benjamin Davis. It's good to see you as well. Thanks for being here, and hello to you as well, Satoru Gojo. Satoru Gojo. Hello, Guinevere. It's good to see you again. Thanks for stopping by. You okay? I'm fine. Hi, Montana Brown. I appreciate you being here. I'm fine for the most part. It's just and hello, Double O H. I appreciate you being here too. I should be worried about it. And hello, Zanrain. I appreciate you being here too. I'm I'm sorry, everybody. I don't mean to seem so depressing or upsetting right from the get-go. I just I mean, I don't know how many of you've known, but I've had a partner, and about almost at this point a week ago, we've been broken up. And I thought I had good grip on the thoughts and everything that encompasses it, but now more than ever, every so often, a remembrance of something comes up or adventures that we went on, and every time that happens, my mind it just wants to remind me what I've lost. And I mean, already as is, I don't want to say it like this, but I think I've been depressed lately. I feel like a lot of things that I usually would want to do, I just don't want to do it. Like I've never, and this especially includes work, I've never ever felt so yearning to want to leave work. I've never said many a times I don't want to be here at work. Because oftentimes I don't mind my job. I actually kind of like my job. But when you have so much thoughts crossing your mind and you seemingly can't silence them no matter what you try to do, I just I don't know. it's depressing and it's upsetting. I get it, and honestly, I can't even question if I should live stream this stuff really, but I I do it in a way because I, even if I'm upset or I'm sad or all this kind of stuff, I want to show you all this stuff too. Like, you should be able to see me in the whole picture of things. I'm not always just some happy and jovial anime girl that tries to make people smile and laugh. I have my days where I'm upset. I have my days where I'll say this like this, and this may be kind of dark, but my mental state right now is I will not do anything to myself, but I would not be necessarily upset if something did happen to me. Oh, I can't remove. Sorry. Let me turn off the. Let me turn off that. Okay. But I know that sounds very depressing and sad, but this is just kind of where my mental state is right now, and I'm thankful for you. My left hand, please. I'm thankful for you all being here. It truly, genuinely does mean the world to me. I'm glad I'm just not alone right now. That's the important part. Again, I won't do anything to myself, but my thoughts will just ruminate, and I will be very, very, very. I'll be put in a bad spot. That's for sure. So you all being here genuinely means the world to me. Thank you for being supportive. And I hope that even if I could just entertain you for a brief bit, it's just me giving back to you, because I've always wanted to give back to my community the best I can. I want to provide comfort and good vibes wherever I can in the spaces that I can help establish. So, yeah, thanks everybody. It really does mean a lot. It does put a smile on my face, and I don't know how else to express it. Like, I'm just happy that you're here. I really am. It it, it really does mean everything. This is my chance to just kind of find a way to break past through it and see the great things that I have, and you all are that great thing. You all give me this sense of purpose and this sense of belonging, to find the reason to wake up in the morning and have a chance to be able to make a difference in the world. It's you guys. You guys make that impact, and I'm very, very thankful that I could do it for you. You mean everything to me. And that's why I live stream, and I want to make more content at some point, or I host my VR chat events. You guys give me that purpose. You really do. To where it makes me realize no matter what may happen in my life, I still have you all. And that means more than I can ever say in words. So, thank you. I'm gonna read chat. I'm crocheting a jellyfish. That sounds pretty cool, actually, Benjamin Davis. I can't say personally I've ever gotten into crocheting myself. I know there are some people out there who really do enjoy the art of crocheting, but I'm not very dexterous, if you will. I can do a lot of like rapid motion things, but when it comes to things related to like really like um good dexterity in your hands, it's just not for me personally. I remember one time I tried to fix my old Quest 3 controller, and I went through it and I fiddled with the things. Um, when I put everything back together, very haphazardly, mind you, the controller turned on. The controller managed to have motion tracking, which is all well and good. So then I pointed and I pressed the trigger, and the trigger would rapidly press and not stop. Obviously, I screwed up something in the process. So I'm not very good when it comes to small and precise things, even like the matter of crocheting. So kudos to you. That sounds like a really cool skill to have, and I hope the jellyfish comes out amazing. Hello, Caveman. I appreciate you being here. I know you retracted your message, but I'm still gonna say hello to you anyways. Remember me from way back when? Hi, Mr. Cat. I appreciate you being here. And yes, I do actually remember you from way back when. It's nice to see you again. I'm very thankful that you're here. Roll, I want you to know I'm here for you. And I do appreciate that, Lunar Moon. I appreciate you all being here. You have to understand, everybody. I the video title is I just don't want to be alone. And well, I'm not alone right now am I? So I'm eternally thankful that you all can just come here and we can have this moment together. That does mean a lot. So Lunar Moon, you just being here is doing a lot more than you might realize. And I just want to make sure you all know that. You just being here is everything. It really is. I know, I don't like being depressing. Like, I like having higher energy and doing more uplifting things and all that good stuff. But some days I'm gonna have my bad moments. And I must say a lot of my days are indeed good moments. I do love my life and I do love the purpose I fulfill in it. But sometimes I, you know, kick myself down pretty dang often. And sometimes I even put myself to the point where I question if I even deserve the things that I have. Like, do I deserve the opportunity to be a VTuber? Do I deserve you all? Do I even deserve my job? Do I deserve my living situation? Do I deserve any of it? Because sometimes I just sit there and I'm like, I don't know. And of course, I hope I like worked to the best of my ability to ensure that everything I have is mine. Like I worked for it. I earned it. I made every best interest to get it, acquire it, attain it, obtain it, whatever the may be. I've done everything in my power to build up everything that I have right now. But somewhere deep down inside of me, it still always just says, but do you really deserve it? I need you all to understand something. This, even with like 5.2k subscribers, this is this is a lot of power. This is a lot of responsibility. There are people that eventually depend on you. They find hope through you. They find a chance for you to be that positive beacon of light that they need in this God-given world. So sometimes when I sit here and I'm just like, wow, I'm so happy that I can make people smile and make them feel good, but why me? What did I do to deserve people thinking good about me? I I have my days where I just don't like myself. Today has uh Today has definitely been one of those days and it's very unfortunate, but the fact that I can still get onto live stream and be here is something I should consider a blessing. Don't you think? Maybe I should go to the other world for this. I was thinking about yeah. Now, don't get me wrong. I want to try to do something real quick. We're gonna go here. I'm gonna continue reading chat. Sorry. Hello, Ashley. Ashley, is that your name? Ashley. Hello, Ashley. I appreciate you being here. And hello, G Boy. I appreciate you being here too. And I appreciate you being here as well, Raver Girl. Um, Thank you to you three. I appreciate you being here, of course. I'm so sorry that this has been kind of depressing, if you will. I usually try to be a pretty active and animated anime girl, but today has just been one of those days where it's all. It's not easy. It really isn't. So, please forgive me if this seems so downtrodden and well, depressing in a way. But I must admit one thing. The reason why I'm live streaming right now is because I want you all to see that yeah, I could be happy and giddy and all that good stuff, but I still do have life hit me hard. I still have my days where I just sit in my room and I think about things, think about things, trying to process it, reflect it to maybe make some sense to it. Maybe hopefully find a chance to just get the pain out of my head by coming to a conclusion that takes sometimes hours upon hours upon hours of thinking. Because there are often times where I just sit in my room and I look up at the ceiling or listen to music and I try to think about my next steps, or if I'm in a bad situation, how to potentially get out of it. It's, don't get me wrong, it's liberating that I can help myself and I like it very much so, but there are just some days out there where it's just like, I really don't want to be by myself. And it's not because like I'm going to do something bad, but because I just want someone around, someone to listen. I don't I don't mean to be selfish about this, but I'm yapping a lot deliberately because I just hope you all are listening. That means everything to me. It really does. And the fact that I can even have potentially random strangers come in and come to this live stream, I just hope you feel compelled enough to give some words of positivity and encouragement. Anything helps. It really does. Even if you've never been here before, anything you have to say to give that chance to provide positivity to someone who needs it. I'm not I'm not super downtrodden, and this is kind of to be because when I got home I decided to take some stuff, if you will. So I am getting kind of sort of high, but it's still not in my favor. Like, these emotions are these these emotions hurt. They, it's they suck. They really do. But um whatever the case, I can handle it. I really can. I need to stop thinking about it. I need to reach chat. I need to interact with you guys. That's the important part here. So let me get on this bed. Let me turn off the toggle. Wait, the mirror. There's a mirror. You see, oh, sorry, hold on. You see, there's a mirror, and it's that's me right there in the mirror. Um, for those of you who don't know, this I don't think the bed collider's here. No, no, I'm just gonna have to do this. So for those of you who don't know, I've done a live stream one time in this world, and what is it? I've done a live stream in this. Interesting. Um, I've done a live stream in this world when I did one of my first long form live streams, and I ended up in this world with it being so melancholy and maybe even depressing, if you will. It did get me rather deep. So that's kind of why I deliberately brought myself here, because I want to just be set in the mood again to just be deep. I I want to do it. Like, it's why is here you go. There we go. It's nice to be deep, you know? And I know this sounds strange that some VTubers are willing to just be deep with some strangers in chat, but hey, I mean, I'm up for anything, honestly. But for the time being, let me continue reading chat. Oh, I'm really sorry to hear about that, Mr. Cat. It's unfortunate when you have a relationship with somebody and then they let you go. It's a little more stomachable when it's the other way around, but if you still like the person a lot, then regardless, whether broken up with or breaking up with, it's hard. It's hard to ever get over it. So it takes time. It really does. This technically my sixth partner. It's kind of crazy when I say it that way, but every single time that I've left either with breaking up or broken up upon, and it's just that feeling of it's not there anymore. And the craziest part is, for me personally, I was working towards opening up a door to allow them to come in more freely. because I was pretty regimented and pretty strict when we first started dating, but I really only did that because I wanted to make sure I can um allocate my time correctly to, live streaming, content creation, community building, my job, personal health stuff, all that kind of stuff. But I was working more towards the matter where like they can be in the same room with me if I'm like live streaming or even doing like content creation and other stuff. I was working and opening the opportunity for them to just be around more because I liked them being around. It was nice. I was very thankful when they were here because, even if we weren't doing anything at the given moment, it's just nice to have that sense of presence of someone close by, someone who cares, someone who is independent in their own right, but just wants to be dependent to the right person. Uh-oh, what's that? We're back. And I think I realized that too late. Maybe I opened the doors a little too slowly, or maybe I shouldn't have just done a dishonest thing. Regardless, um, it's a lot. It takes a while. I know, and I'm feeling that right now. I'm okay. I can still function in society, but there isn't to say that I'm not trying to fight an internal battle that I'm trying to win. So, just let you know, let me see, I'm still here. Thank you, Lunar Moon. That does mean a lot to me, actually. And those kinds of things, those matters of assurances, I really, believe it or not, everybody, I really, really, really do appreciate them. I really do. That reminder that, hey, Roller, you actually did something good that made someone feel better. And that's awesome. I'm very thankful that I'm able to provide that impact upon your life. And the craziest part is like I feel like I haven't really done anything. I just do. Or if I'm doing live streaming or if I'm just making content, the fact that you all take that all in and you're like, "Wow, this is awesome." It makes me smile, it makes me happy. The fact that I've made that impact upon you and just me making content like I do does genuinely mean everything. It's truthfully that reason why I keep going. It's funny, I will say this, I don't know if they're in the live stream right now, but there was one user that saw my status because my status on Discord was, I'm kind of like slowly falling apart. And, that was pretty true. When I was at work, I had a lot of bad thoughts and just thinking about my partner or ex-partner and everything about that. But as I was driving home, they sent a really long text, and it's even attached a piece of art to it, providing me like it's them just giving me like a virtual hug. But they went on a really long thing, and they said, I was in the midst of doom scrolling, and then I found your content, and they were very thankful that they found it, and it made a good impact upon their life. It's I it really just it it blows my mind. It really does. I'm so surprised that I've made an impact where people feel compelled to say I have made an impact upon them. That that's so now that puts a smile on my face, I'll tell you that much. And I really, really do hope I can continue to provide a positive image. It's actually really helped me a lot in realizing lately how important even little actions matter. Just that sense of positivity and good faith, even to a stranger in front of you, makes the world of difference. And slowly fine tuning your subconscious into actions of good for others, eventually you just start doing acts that are good no matter what. I I have a little funny story actually I want to share. So, I used to be a part of this group that would do drinking events, right? And they did it once a month, but I personally would go all out because I really like the idea of just getting really drunk and then being around people you trust and all this good stuff. Plus, it's in VR, so I'm already home. So, um, one of the times I got really drunk where I blacked out. And my most important concern then is, oh my god, did I hurt anybody? Like, I don't. If I black out, then that's my own stupidity. But I just don't want anybody else harmed by my own actions. So it's funny because one of my good friends told me that what happened is that I ran up to them and their partner at the time, and I just said how much I appreciated them and how much I praised them, and then I fell asleep. I think what I love about that story the most is that even because when you black out, it's not really your conscious working anymore. It's really just your subconscious doing things. Like that's why you don't remember it because it's you're not conscious. You're just existing. So it really just falls on your subconscious to basically steer the wheel as to how your body should work. And the fact that my instinct as a subconscious is to compliment somebody and provide positivity even if I'm really drunk, that's a good feeling, you know? It provides me that insurance that I am a good person. At least I hope I'm a good person. But the validation that you all give me, the thanks that you give me, really does continue to sell into it. But I feel like no matter how hard I'll try, I feel like it won't be good enough. I need to keep going. I need to do new things. I need to reinvent the wheel sometimes. Because the impact I can make upon people can get bigger and bigger if I'm just smarter and smarter about it. So, I know I went on a crazy long tangent, and at this point I'm kind of just talking. So, like talking just like going into complete different like avenues and valleys. But I think I'm gonna stop now and I'm gonna go read chat real quick. Really hope to be able to attend. How do I enjoy the world directly? So Satoru, I'm gonna start. Well, actually, tomorrow is the hangout event, and it's not necessarily going to be world hopping. We just stay in one world and we chill for about an hour. I don't have my events last long. Like the hangout events especially only last about an hour. I think that's more than enough for people to catch up, feel comfortable before the social batteries get drained. Now for me personally, I try to make sure I greet everybody and maybe find conversation where I can as well, but I also try to find a really good world where we all can just like get together and it's nice and cozy, maybe have some games we can play in it. So that's how the hangout event works. Next week, I'm going to do the random event. The random event is more related to playing games and doing all sorts of other things in those kind of events. Those are more action oriented, whereas the hangout events are a little more calm and collected. It just allows the chance for us to just chat with each other and have a good time. I like being able to chat with you all as well. I frankly feel like I need to do it more because you all are very interesting people, I must say this much. You all have your own unique hobbies and interests, and I would like to be able to get to know them more. I just need to actually try, and I think that's my biggest problem personally. So, you know, thank you so much, Leonard. That does mean a lot to me. Hi, issue section. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. Can you do Sukuna domain with your finger? What? Are you talking to Sato or Gojo themselves? That's funny. Alright. Sorry, I kind of fell back on chat. Try best. You say happy. Well, when you say you're trying your best to make a smile happy, like you said, you do your best to get these in opinion. Thank you. I appreciate that a lot, actually, Double OH. And I know you're a rather newer viewer, but even then, like you still feeling compelled to say what you said does mean a lot to me. So, thank you. like genuinely, wholeheartedly, truthfully, I can't be any more thankful that you guys feel compelled to be supportive to me too. Like, I usually don't find myself in these situations, but in the brief moments that I do, if you step up and want to just say kind words, it does mean a lot. It almost sounds like I'm kind of begging for it. Maybe I am. Anyways, see if anything. I always remember people who care for me. That is very true, Satoru. Like I always make sure the people who put genuine sense of kindness into the things that they do for me, I will always make sure I remember them. I remember. I'll say this. I got another story. One of my friends. Okay, actually, let me back up real quick. So just being honest with you all, I do like to partake in mind altering substances, if you will. In this case, I do like to get high. Now, back then, before I actually have a medical marijuana card. Back then, before I had that, I would just buy gummies that you can typically buy in the market. I bought this one that dubs itself as the world's strongest gummy, and I thought to myself, no, 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 no. That's a lie. I don't believe that at all. So, they recommended to take half, and I was like, okay, I'll take half then. So what was it? I was with my best friend, and I took half, and he took half. And then we went to a brewery to drink one beer, and that was all it took for my friend and I to be so elevated. It was genuinely uncomfortable. So I will always say this. If you ever have the opportunity, if you're of legal age to use these kind of substances, please use them responsibly and make sure you use them in safe locations. Because in my case, I wasn't in a safe location. I was actually in the parking lot of some place that was 20 minutes away from my house, and I drove there. So, so my idea was I'm going to lay in my car and take a nap to let some of the effects subside. The hardest part was that seconds felt like hours when I laid my head back and tried to sleep. It felt impossible to even get proper sleep. Enter a friend that was with us, a rather good friend of mine, if I will say, and they actually came up and they offered the option to help me drive my car to my house, and they had someone else drive their car. I looked at them, and honestly, it felt like I was being given the biggest saving grace of all time. And I still even remember the drive home. So I was really high. What I had to do is I sat in the back seat, and I had to put my head on the front seat while I took deep breaths. This kept me rather centered. But as we were driving back to my house, my friend was still even trying to make comments here and there. And it's like, oh, what's going on with, like, it's nice to have this. Oh, I can't wait to see this again. Like, he's just still trying to make conversation with me, whilst felt like I was trying to cling on to reality the best I can. But the fact that he still tried to just treat me like a human, even when I was in a very perilous situation. And then I got home, and I was very thankful that they helped me out. That act of kindness, I'm I'm never gonna forget that. I'm never gonna forget how much that they saved me, if you will, right at that moment. I need to call them. I really do. It's been a while since I've spoken to them. But whatever the case, I'm a lot more responsible with how I do these things now, especially since I have a medical grade, which allows me to be a lot more controlled and precise, so it works to my benefit. Regardless, though, please be responsible whenever you take these kind of substances. Thank you, Lunar Moon. That really does mean a lot to me. Thank you, Lunar Moon. You saved me, multiple. And I'm happy to hear that too, Benjamin Davis. I'm very happy I'm able to help save you in a chance. What anime girl are you? I'm, oh my goodness. Hello, Delvin. I appreciate you being here. What kind of anime girl I am? I am a Rindo. So I'm not necessarily a part of any show or whatnot. The Rindo is a specific 3D booth model that is usually for VR chat. I hope that answers your question. Oh man, that sounds like a long time to get over someone though. I don't think it's gonna take me that long, but I guess only time will tell, huh? So yeah, no matter how bad you're feeling. Thank you, Astrius Gaming. I do appreciate that a lot. And thank you for being here. I hope you're having a good time in the live stream right now. I'm still trying to make sure that I can catch up on chat the best I can. I don't want to fall too far behind. And I know I'm going on crazy tangents right now. But honestly, like, just selfishly speaking, if you let me go on these crazy tangents, technically allows me to stay on for that much longer. So, I mean, for flip's sakes, we're already past half an hour. I'm surprised I even made it this far. I thought I was going to go to bed earlier. But a good sip of water here and there will definitely help me go in the long haul. So, also, it doesn't help that I have a Red Bull inside of me, too. I have a lot of things in me right now. Like I have Red Bull, I have Kratom. I bought it from a coffee bar before. I came over here, and then I have my indica capsules, and then I have my the Red Bull. There are a lot of substances doing a lot of different things right now, but I'm very well versed at steering the ship no matter what. So all things considered, I'm actually pretty coherent and understanding of what's going on. And in fact, I think if anything, being high allows me to add a little more pizzazz to just about anything that I do. It allows me to be a little more of a character, and I like that for the most part. Especially now more than ever, I have recently just been really wanting to live stream and just be in this character. It's one of the ways where I can help cope to get past what has happened. And what was that? I thought I saw something fall. Like get past what happened and just continue back to my life. Now, one of the benefits I can say about being broken up like this, I allocated time for them, and I love the time that I could allocate for them, but technically speaking, I don't have to do that anymore. So I'm able now with that extra free time, if you will, it allows me to try to want to do more things like this. Who knows? I want to maybe try to live stream tomorrow actually, but we'll see. Regardless though, it's I want to try to see the positive in all of this. And really one of the best ways to find my positive is just escape reality. And what do I like to do when I escape reality? Well, I like to live stream, and I mean, that's that, yeah. Thank you all for being here for me. That really does mean a lot to me. And hello, Tessitura Lyrical? Tessitura Lyrical, I appreciate you being here too. Thanks for stopping by. I don't think I've ever seen you in my live streams before. But the fact that you came in and the first message that I see from you is a positive words of encouragement just tells me that there are great people out there. That sheer utter strangers that can just come in, see some anime girl moping and groping and whining and crying, and then they feel compelled enough to say something good. This, that right there is everything. That is just them coming over with the kindness of their heart to say something to a person that they probably barely even met for like 15 seconds. A lot of you probably don't know who I am, and that's okay. I hope you get the chance to know who I am. I'm interesting, quirky, weird, strange, a lot of messed up things, if you will. But the point is, I'm me, and I feel like sometimes I may do things a little too randomly and sporadically, but I think that's part of the fun, isn't it? Just doing just doing the things, and then we get the things done by doing the things. You know what I mean? So whatever the case, I I need to focus. I can't be going too crazy and too energetic at this point, even though I really kind of do want to go gremlin mode. But the point is, um, the fact that just the kindness of some random stranger, the words of positivity and affirmation they can give me it does it's awesome. Like it's all the more reason why I appreciate doing this kind of stuff. Like being a live streamer, being able to get to meet great people like this, get to be reminded that there is still good people out there in this world. We all can be good people. All of us. So, thank you, honestly. Like, it means a lot more than you might realize because I feel like I've next to never have seen you. But you've made such a great first impression, and I'm very thankful that you have. I'm losing my battle. Hello, Reven. I appreciate you being here. What battle are you referring to exactly? Hello, Disclander. It's good to see you again. I hope you're having a good day. Hello, Red Mutant. It's good to see you as well. I hope you're having a great day. I'm gonna try to catch up on chat, everybody. Wow, girl, you're glowing tonight. Hello, R4G. I appreciate you being here. Am I? Maybe it's the lighting in this world, if you will. Like, it's kind of like it's a lot of dark. It's a lot darker, and I kind of chose this world on purpose. On top of the fact that you probably can hear the audio in the background. The audio in the background is very somber, if you will, and I feel like it fits this world really well. So, yeah. Hello, Liam. It's good to see you as well. Thanks for stopping by. WY Doc, you said something but then retracted your message, but I still appreciate you being here too. And hello, Orions. It's good to see you as well again. I know I saw you in yesterday's live stream, so thank you for coming back. I've gone to so much places. I always be. It's nice to see you, VTuber. Aww. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, Tessa. Is it Tessatura? I hope I'm saying that correctly. But the fact that, like, what is it? The fact that you feel like that you feel happy with the fact that I open up as a VTuber. I think one of the nice things I like about stuff like this is just I'm I'm perfectly a-okay with opening up. I really have no hesitation in just being like, "Hey guys, you ready to see these thoughts and feelings coming out of me?" I I just feel really comfy being able to say my feelings and say my thoughts out to you all. I'm pretty comfy feeling rather insecure or vulnerable in front of you all because I trust you all. I really do. You all give me that sense of comfort whenever you are here, whether it's people who have been relatively new or people who have been here since the beginning of the channel. It, I genuinely feel stronger. I genuinely feel more, like, not encouraged, enthusiastic, if you will, to do these things. Now, I need you all to understand, before I started VTubing, I would have one-on-ones with many different people, and I would be open and vulnerable as well. Or I would do social circles, and it's a very similar story. So I don't necessarily have an issue just opening up to a crowd. It's, you know, the way I describe the things that are going inside of me and the way I go about the world, it's my way of, like, how I process all of my thoughts, you know? And frankly, I feel like I don't ever have to be secretive or quiet about this stuff. Everything I do is just very elaborate, very strange, but it's how I function. It's how I roll. Get it? Cuz I'm roller. Regardless, the point is um my openness. I want to I like to have my openness because I still want you all to see how I think about this stuff. I have I have thoughts every day about a bunch of random different things. And believe it or not, I do that because if I ever get put into situations that just so happen to have been thought of, then I can be like, I'm ready for this situation. It, I know it sounds dumb, but my mind gets so bored, it just starts making a bunch of what ifs. Like, what if about this? What if about that? Why do these things do this? Why does that happen? It's just. It's so weird because I can't shut it off. Funnily enough, when I get high, it gives me actually it gives me a chance to, like, control it way more coherently. But if I'm not if I'm not high, like obviously I can't be at work. Oh, hello left hand. Why are you over here now? Okay. Like, when I'm at work, I obviously cannot be high, but, like, when I'm at work, I always just have thoughts just rattling off in my brain. It doesn't stop. I don't know what it is. People, I mean, my undiagnosed ADHD most likely states that it's just constant pressure and thoughts and anxiety trying to formulate new thoughts in my head, but I'm just bored sometimes too. Anyways, let me continue reading chat. I feel safe around you. I haven't felt in a while. I'm very happy that you feel safe here, Lunar. Like, I want to cultivate and foster a positive environment. And at this rate, if people want to come in and be a nuisance or be controversial or contradictory or just overall provide negativity, at this rate, I don't even want to argue against it anymore. I just want to get rid of it. It's tiring, it's draining, it's exhausting. There are some people who genuinely join live streams just to cause problems, just to instigate things. Like, why? Why do you have the energy? Why do you have the capability to basically not only waste people's time, but also just blow up their energy? I don't. Why? Why do people find amusement in that? And, like, I've come across those people before, and I like confronting them because I that's a bully. I don't ever like to sit back and, like, let a bully think they won or whatever. Blocking someone sometimes isn't good enough. Sometimes I have to like go for the jugular and tell them like, hey, like, blah. Do I like doing it? No. But I'm just trying to live my best life. I don't provoke anybody unless you provoke me first. Then, well, you you get ready for the bull by the horns. You know what I mean? Whatever the case, I do want to try to provide a safe environment the best I can, how I can, and especially with negative people or like drama-inducing people, I just get rid of them. It's not worth my time, honestly. Hello, unknown helper. I appreciate you being here, and hello, Marcus. I appreciate you being here too. I'm happy that you're able to come see me again. I hope you had a good time at church camp. Come see me, seems to have stuff. Oh, sorry, Red Mutant. I've just been broken up with my partner, so I've been kind of just deep and honest at this point in this live stream. Usually based on timing, value, but correlate. Be yourself, and if you're too slow, faster, they're not for you. Oh, disclaimer. There was some issues. I must say, like I'm okay. I, I I'll be honest here. The listen, one of the things that I this the hardest pill to swallow for me is that the breakup them breaking up with me first is justified. It really is. Because I technically had feelings for somebody else. They're mixed feelings. They weren't fully settled in, but I decided to keep that kind of conversation secretive from my actual partner. And while we didn't do anything related to more intimate matters, if you will, the fact that I was being so basically like hiding stuff from my partner, like that's just not trust, you know? I didn't trust them. I was being dishonest. And the worst part is like they were just very faithful to the very core. So me just doing something like this is it's wrong. It really is. And that's why I feel like the breakup is justified. That's why I always say I accept my consequences. Does it hurt? Yes, it still kind of does, but I mean, it very much does. But I mean, what can I do, you know? This I I don't have a say in the decision. I have to accept it because, you know, it's something I can't tell another to do. If that makes sense. We were talking about the relationship, the previous relationship that I had. I got broken up with a week ago, if that makes sense. Yeah. That Satoru hit the nail on the head. Thank you, Satoru. I was falling apart when I left. That's good to hear, Mr. Cat. I'm happy that it helped you out. Hello, Odd History Boy. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, thank you, Testatura. I really hope to everybody in this chat in this live stream right now. I really hope I'm like unique. Like I don't one of my biggest goals um with this whole stuff is to make sure I'm unique enough. I don't really feel I okay, I'll be honest with myself. I personally feel like I am inferior to a lot of other VTubers. Like I go watch other VTubers and I see how well they speak and how well they make themselves like what's the word I'm looking for? How well they articulate themselves, how well they act themselves out. They do such a great job, and it almost feels like that they're like legitimately like a part of like acting and stuff like that. But no, it's just them being themselves, and that's wow. That's so cool. I'm very happy with how much they can just be a public figure and look so cute while doing it, you know? Those are goals. I must admit, those are goals. But I get so pressure oriented and think I want that for myself like right from the get-go. So I get discouraged in a way. But then, you know, I hear things like what you say, Testatura, that I'm unique. And that brings me comfort because by that regard, I'm at least doing something that can be distinct from, you know, another VTuber. And I feel like there are a lot of VR chat VTubers out there. I'm just like one that's like lost in the sea of the masses of them. But the fact that you all are here right now with me, all the more reason why I should be thankful. Again, there are a million. It's like we're a dime a dozen these days. But the fact that you're here right now, I'm thankful. So, for what it's worth, thank you for considering me unique. I'm very grateful that I can be considered such. I appreciate you a lot, Roller. Ah, I'm reading. Man, how far back am I? How far back am I? Oh my gosh, how much oh my god, I'm so sorry everybody. I didn't know there was more people in the chat. I apologize. I sometimes just get used to kind of a quiet chat. Um yeah. Lunar Moon, just post them. And then you know, you can at me and whatnot. Oh man. Thank you, Astrias Gaming. I do appreciate that a lot, actually, and I'm very happy to hear that as well, Satoru. I'm glad I'm unique. That's actually really cool to me. Thank you, Unknown Helper. That does mean a lot. It's okay, Red Mutant. Leave what you want to leave, because that's important. I want you to feel comfortable in speaking about it. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember that Double H. You know, I'm very surprised that my advice actually was working for you. I'm very appreciative to hear that. I'm gonna be honest with you all. I feel like sometimes the advice that I give is just I kind of just winging it, man. But I've been around the bush a couple times, so I think I know how some certain experiences and things can go. So, but I'm glad it worked out for you. That's important to me. I may feel more confident. Thank you, Double H. I'm happy to hear that you are a lot more confident in your life. That's a very important trait that I want you all to be able to build up to. Confidence. And the fact that you all right now feel comfortable enough to be speaking great words of positivity and words of affirmation. And it's not like just, oh, get better soon. Like you guys are actually putting deep, heartfelt, really long texts. That that that's awesome. You you all provide some great sense of support to me. Just imagine what you can do for other people. And like I'm very happy, don't get me wrong. But just imagine like doing that to someone that like a family member or a friend that is just giving like that you want to provide support to. Just imagine, just imagine, like Double H mentioned about confidence, just imagine how much more confidence it'll give you when the person you do it to has the biggest smile on their face. Cause you all right now are putting a big smile on my face, and I'm forever grateful that you know you give me this opportunity to be happy. Like I'm surprised at how much more pepped up I feel, and you all are to thank for that. I, hmm. Yeah. I guess after all this time, I do have my computer to be thankful for. You all are a great bunch. You really are. And I hope, if anything, the times I take here to be vulnerable with you and the opportunity you get to even cheer someone like me up, I hope it means a lot to you. Because it definitely means everything to me. Thanks. Thanks for being here. I'm gonna continue reading chat now. Hey Void, it's good to see you. I appreciate you stopping by. I don't know each other. It's definitely quite the impact that even goes as far as the improve. My introduction to the VTuber community, which unraveled Butterfly Effect, I found myself Red Mutant, really? I helped you enter into the VTubing scene? That's that's so crazy, honestly, because you know, when I think about it personally, how I got entered into the VTubing scene was when I first watched Fillion. Now that's so crazy to say because Fillion used oh sorry, my like Taco Bell's coming off cut sort of. Fillion used the Rindo avatar. And that's exactly what I use too. And it's funny because Rindo avatars just speak to me on a way more personable level. So the fact that like Fillion showed me to the VTubing community, and now I'm a part of the VTubing community. And the fact that I've passed down and I've given you the opportunity to get into the VTubing community, like I don't know how to say it. This sounds so weird and so niche, but I feel honored that I've given you that opening to the VTubing community. I've been open up to it too personally, and I'm actually very astounded by how diverse and versatile it can be as a whole. They're definitely a very interesting bunch of people. And I guess at this rate, that includes myself now, doesn't it? So, that's really cool, honestly. I'm very happy about that. Hi, si, Bunoy, Bunoy, Bonnois, si, Bonnois. I hope you're doing well. And hello, Shadrach. I hope you're doing well too. I hope you're having a great day. Roller be rolling stuff. You know what they say? They see me rolling. They hating. Just kidding. I'm not gonna cringe you guys to death with my terrible singing voice. I didn't know you had a Discord server. I just joined. That's awesome, Testatura. I do appreciate you hearing that. Yes, everybody, I do indeed have a Discord server. Now, I have not been in there much lately, but the important part is that I try to make sure I have a nice and fun and safe community in there as well. The big benefit is that I allow people 13 and up because minimum age of Discord is 13. But we try to make sure we go for a very strict, like, you gotta have chill vibe, don't cause conflict, don't cause drama, no sexual stuff, no violent stuff, no gory stuff, no contradictory stuff, no real world stuff that's contradictory. Like, just it's intended to be like a way where like you can share music, you can share art that you've made, you can just have a random conversation about, I don't know, pickles if you really want to, or just be supportive of each other and just cheer each other on, encourage each other, support each other. That's the kind of community that I'm trying to make. It's not supposed to be an escape. It's not, excuse me, it's not supposed to be a second reality. It's supposed to be an escape from reality. And that's what I intend for my server. And in terms of staff and moderation team, I try to be as fair as possible when it comes to decisions and considerations. We have to also consider users, especially now more than ever lately. We have to consider when users say interesting things that may be rather concerning in terms of behaviors. That doesn't necessarily mean that the person's breaking rules, but we also have to make sure we assess this and ensure that's not going to lead to further consequences. Or if those consequences do happen, then we are already prepared because we anticipated those consequences of happening. So it's a nice server. I like it a lot. That's where I have a link to the Random Slam VR chat group, which right now that's currently at, I don't like gloating numbers, but that's right at it's at 100, that's at 115 people right now. And if you have VR chat and you want to join my events, then please, by all means, come on board. And I try to do an event at least once a week. I may try to do some like maybe twice, maybe like another event every so often, but definitely once a week on the weekends. And I alternate between a crazy kooky random event and a more chill hangout event, which is actually what tomorrow is. So if you want to get on board with that, then come join my Discord server, come find the VR chat link, and then just look for the group instance tomorrow at 2 p.m. and then that's where it'll be. So yeah, shameless plug ad over, I guess. Yo, why is this woman character and I am hearing a man voice? Because, Shadrach, I am a man, but I am also a female in a video game. I hope this helps. Funniest story, I started using fake nails while listening to... That was actually quite a good laugh, Linderman, I'm not gonna lie. Is this the stream for the Depressos? Yes, I am very depresso right now, Dr. Murphy. Dr. Murphy, head of ethics in HR? Why are you a doctor then? Of ethics in HR? I don't really think that correlates to needing a doctorate degree. But then again, you can get a doctor's degree for just about anything if you really wanted to. So, I appreciate you being here, though. Are you making this story up? No, Shadrach, I promise you, whatever stories I say, I don't make them up. I have no reason to make up stories. I can't just make up stuff on the spot. Unless I tell you all deliberately it is a, what is it? It's a made up story. For the most part, all the story, if I do have a story, it's because I remember in the back of my head by explaining I have a story. Do I have any stories that I can think about right now, actually? I have a plethora. Like I just pluck out a random story out of my head if I really wanted to. So for example, um, it's no secret that I work for a retail job, and I think at one point in time I remember what was the craziest story that I had. At least one that I can say that's kind of family friendly, because a lot of them, the crazy stories are not necessarily family friendly. Actually, I remember. I had I had so in the store, we have registers, but we also have an express lane. Now the express lane sometimes is closed if we don't have enough cashiers. Now some customers are not used to that because they don't want to use self checkout, which is technically the replacement for express lane, even though we have express lanes with more cashiers. But the point is, some people don't want to use self checkouts because they just they don't obviously want to help themselves, and that's fair. But at the same time too, I'm like my demand, if you will, only allows for 2 cashiers. So I just have to roll with it and help support the throughput of customers as best as possible. What happens is this person comes from like the back of one of the registers, walks all the way around, and walks directly to me, who is in the middle of like helping assist an order, and he says into my ear, if you're the manager in charge right now, you should really be fired for not having an express lane be open. And like I'm just listen, I'm knee deep in like work with assisting this customer, and this man over here comes over instead of asking me, "Hey, can you open another lane? I'm in a hurry and I need to get this stuff out." Instead of asking me politely, decides to basically say I should be fired because I have done something that is technically not by corporate standard. That's oh, the audacity. But I kept my cool. And that actually happened recently. I'm very thankful these days I can keep my cool and stuff like that. If I was my past self, I would be so livid and I think I would clap back at the guy. But I mean these days like now like I live stream and I have random trolls say a bunch of stupid stuff anyway, so you just get used to it. What can I say? I don't stick to one battles. I'm happy to hear that, Red Mutant. And it's important too to say the smallest tiniest impact you can make on people, everybody, just take it. Just do it if you can. Like if it's even something as small as opening a door or giving somebody a napkin or what else? What are other considerate things? Like if someone drops something, you pick it up for them, or even just complimenting people. Consideration goes such a long way. And it's just these small little tiny acts of kindness that can brighten up anybody's day. So please be considerate where you can. It is super important to the world around us. Seriously, people need to be kinder like you. It's small. It's awesome. I that is what I was talking about earlier, wasn't it? Hello, WY Doc. You have put a you put a colon. I appreciate you being here though. I had a good time. Just look for people who like you. And I do appreciate that, Red Mutant. I know you guys like me, and don't get me wrong, like I'm very grateful to see all this amazing stuff that you guys can say. So I'm I'm thankful. I really, really am. Like I'm just appreciative that we can all just spend time together and at the very least help me feel better. So you guys are awesome, you know that? You guys rock. But honestly, I do need to start catching up on chat because I'm starting to get tired. Like I really am just starting to like nosedive in energy. But no, this has been nice. This has been nice. Let me just continue catching up on chat real quick. Don't worry, I have 2 Alanis. Do you have 2 Alanis plus a coffee? That's insane. Lunar Moon, you better be careful because you might have a heart attack coming in your future. But just know you're appreciated and loved over here. Thank you so much, Red Moon. I do greatly appreciate you. Thank you for these kind words and messages. It does mean a lot to me. Should I go? Should I go make another coffee? Lunar Moon, be careful. Don't do bad things to yourself. Sorry for the opportunity, actually. It's okay, Red Mutant. I'm very thankful to hear those words, and thank you for telling them to me. Yeah, yeah, Satoru. It'd be awesome to see you. I can't wait to see you tomorrow. That's awesome to hear, Tura, and I'm very happy that you can come on board to watch this amazing live stream. Amazing with asterisks. I listen, everybody. Sometimes I'm not very pleased with my own live streams, especially when I hear myself talk. I don't know how many times you guys might realize it, but I have moments where I like to repeat myself because there is some weird comfort. And when I say things, I like just referring back to my original point, but that's not really a proper way of speaking. You want to make sure you fill the air with as much new information as you can instead of just trying to bring yourself back to the original point, which is what I'm kind of like doing right now. But whatever the case may be, um, whatever the case may be, I want to make sure I can be the best I can on every single live stream because it's fun, you know? It's fun to even watch myself when I watch back on these VODs. But if I start hearing myself repeat the same words or I really start repeating phrases over and over again, then it just kind of turns me off. I don't know. I just don't like the fact that I do that. So I always try to make sure I can just cut off my statements before they get too long and rambly, and also to make sure that I can just kind of like keep a mental check of myself to ensure that I'm not like doing those things, you know? Um, it's interesting. It my whole live stream like psychology runs really deep, and it will take forever to talk about. I'm not the oldest viewer, but and I will as long as I can. I do like that, Red Mutant. Thank you so much. I feel like this is out of the blue, but nail polish don't taste good. Hello, how have you been? I hope everything's going well. Hi, Diego M. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. Everything's going much better right now for sure, but I'm appreciative that you're here. Started pulling, feeling just, and I'm starting to feel pain from it. I don't know why. Me and them are great times. Any days to help. I kind of started a poly, and now I'm feeling jealous over it, and I'm starting to feel pain from it. Well, so unknown helper, I don't So a polyamory relationship requires a lot. I must say, if you're gonna do polyamory, you can't be the jealous type. If you have jealousy within you, even a sense of jealousy within you, you are just setting yourself up for failure. If I were honestly you, unknown helper, you should not do the polyamorous relationship. You should go strictly monogamous because that exclusivity will help you with your jealousy. I'm telling you right now, if there's always someone else in the picture, you are going to feel jealous, especially if it feels like that other person does better for like the other partner, if you will. So I suggest you get out of it as soon as you can, because that jealousy isn't going to help you, my friend. I'm sorry. I know that sounds kind of like off-putting to say, but take it from someone who's a super jealous person themselves. I would be absolutely causing so much mayhem in that poly. If I was polyamory, if I felt like the two people that were with me were that I was jealous of them being good to each other versus to me, I would no, it would be a disaster, and I don't recommend you stay in it. If comfortable. Oh no. Oh freak. Hold on. Water. Water's good. I feel comfortable saying pro. Saying it pro. I'm happy you feel comfortable to say that, odd history boy. Like, I want you guys to feel safe and comfortable to open up as well. Like, this is a discussion of us being ourselves. So the fact that you feel comfortable to say something like that, odd history boy, does mean a lot to me. And I hope with whatever's going on in your life, I hope it all resolves itself sooner rather than later. You said parental issues. I do hope your parents do come into some better resolution. Excuse me. I don't exactly know what that looks like, nor do I necessarily want to know more about it. But I just do wish them the very best. Things get a little more peaceful in your future, if you will. But whatever the case, I do appreciate you sharing it. You can call me Tess, short. All right, I'll probably call you Tess. That will work in my best interest. I feel so good, says Shadrach. I'm glad that you feel really good. If you made me recover from losing most, if not all, of my friends, punch back in purpose. Aww. I'm actually really happy to hear that, Fred Mutant. The fact that I've been, what is it? The fact that I've been like a recovery for someone, like that comfort character to give them a sense of more confidence and more capability in the world. That does mean a lot. That means a lot to me as well. Like, all of this, I promise you guys. I know I make it sound like this means a lot to me. That means a lot. All of this, every single piece of this, just the fact that I've made such an impact upon you all in your own unique ways. That I love it. I genuinely love it. I cannot believe I've put a better impression on someone's life, whether it's opening them up to a community or giving them a chance to feel confident or being able to just recover themselves to be better. I can't I love it. I really do. I'm thankful I'm able to do something good in this life. I'm thankful that I'm able to make a positive impact upon people. I always really feel like there's not, like, let's say if I die tomorrow, like, knock on wood, it doesn't happen, but life isn't guaranteed to any one of us. Let's just say if tomorrow I'm no longer here, and the most important thing I would always consider is like money, assets, all this kind of stuff. You can't take any of it to the grave. The only thing you can take to the grave is the people you actually impacted. And I know this sounds so weird, but I just don't want nobody standing at my grave when I die. Because, I mean, at the very least, if people do take the time to show up and do take the time to stand there, the fact that they took the time to do it shows that I've made an impact upon their life. And frankly, that's all I can ask for. I just want to make an impact in people's lives. And I especially want to make it for the better. So, truly, you guys saying that just reminds me that I am doing that. And it encourages me to do more. Like, I want to go back to content creation. I want to make things that you all could watch and relate to. And live streaming. I want to do more live streaming so you all can just talk to me. And I can be transparent about other things. It encourages me to keep being here. It encourages me to want to keep going. So, thanks, guys. It does mean a lot. It really does. Elizabeth, I think I'm chewing on plastic while listening. I don't think that's a bad thing. Just don't swallow it, please. Alright, guys. Thank you, Red Mutant. I'm happy you guys like my motivational speeches. I feel like sometimes I go on really long and weird tangents in those motivational speeches, but I really do hope the things that I say do drive home. I want to make sure you all feel motivated and inspired and encouraged to do the next thing that you have to. My headset's dying. Let me get that fixed. Perfect. Okay. But I've been around the block. I really have. I've been beat around the bush. It's just many different things that have happened in my life. One of my biggest unfortunate downsides is that I never really felt like I've had someone to motivate me to keep going. Technically, my mother has, but they were trying to motivate me in a completely different way than what I wanted to do. So, by and large, I never really had someone motivate me. So, in some way, I kind of want to do that for other people. I want to show them that some random stranger can want to motivate others and make them keep going in this life. Like, I'm happy that if you guys feel motivated by my speeches, then that means everything. Look at me, there I go again. That means everything. But no, in all sincerity, if you feel motivated or picked up by what I've said when I'm trying to give speeches, then yes, I'm happy. because those I do try to speak in a nice and a rather articulate, but also like use my words in a certain way. I kind of sort of act like an actor, if you will, because this is what makes this speech exciting. Anybody can speak in a monotone voice and try to convey everything like this. It just doesn't work. It doesn't work. You gotta have a little more pizzazz when you speak. So that's what I try to provide. But at the same time, too, as I'm providing that pizzazz in my speak and in my body language and all that kind of stuff, I'm trying to convey some good message deep down inside of it. I want to get to you all, but I need you all to like want to be entertained first before I can rope you in and give you the real things of what I'm about. I love being a stupid, goofy gremlin. I love escaping reality. I live so much of my life in it. I like escaping it like an hour or two. But along the way, I am a person that always wants to make better for others. And if I have a capability of doing so whenever I can, then I will take my opportunity. In this case, you lovely people. If I can find a chance to be able to encourage you, lift you up, and make you better for the next day, then I will take my opportunity. You all genuinely mean a lot to me. The fact that you're here, the fact that you give me your attention, your time, your presence, you're everything. You being here provides so much metrics, and I know that I'm making it sound objective, but I'm really trying to tell the value you as a singular viewer provide to any content creator, especially smaller ones. Bigger content creators, like a live stream of like 1.5k, you become like one of that 1.5k. It's not much of a huge jump up, but those smaller live streamers that only get like 5 or 6 viewers, that going up to like 8 or 10 is everything. So your presence here means a lot. So hopefully in exchange with you being here by giving me your presence, I hope I can give you maybe a thing or two to walk away with. The advice that I make, the motivational speeches that I give, the way I conduct myself as a whole is all done deliberately and calculated to ensure I can entertain you, make you feel motivated, and give you some things to take home with you. I know I'm kind of repeating myself here, but those things are of emphasis to me. I love being stupid and goofy and fun, but I also love being able to make impacts upon others. So, yeah. Hello, Shadrock. Before, I wonder what could have done. Shut down waves. What site was that, Red Mutant, if you're still here? If you don't mind me asking. Oh. Oh, my computer. So wait, you're telling me I'm not supposed to allow people to call me very mean? No, Lunar Moon. You're supposed to... I need you all to understand something. You must have something called a boundary. And boundaries basically allow you to be able to tell someone, no, I don't like that, especially when it comes to things that are not related to affecting your free will. For example, being insulted. If someone insults you, like slyly, you have every right to pause everything and be like, hey, listen, I don't like that. Please do not call me that. Thank you, I appreciate it. And then you go from there. There's nothing saying, however, just understand this, everybody. If you're going to call someone out for like insulting you, don't make it a big deal. Like, for example, hey, look, you look very ugly today. Instead of doing this, whoa, what? Did you just call me ugly? I'll have you know, blah, 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 blah. It's like, don't do that. Instead, you kind of just look at them, and then you're like, I'll have you know, I do not appreciate you insulting me like that, but I would really ask you don't do it. Like, you don't do it again. Thank you. And then if they go like, or else what? You can like hold your hand up and be like, nope. Don't do it again. And then that's it. You know? You have a right to be firm on what you want. But the most important part, do not make a scene about it. Anytime you add emphasis of emotion to anything, you are all of a sudden blowing up that whole reality. If you take things calm and cool and collected, things will stay calm, cool, and collected. But the moment you decide to inject energy into your feelings when you project something, oh, you best believe you have just opened Fight Club. That's the advice I can give you all. Just make sure you be firm on your boundaries, but just don't make it seem like the biggest deal in the world. It's big and it's important to you, but I guarantee you nobody else cares. So just make sure you stay calm and do your very best. So here's the Yes, Red Mutant. Always make sure you do your own thing. I think it's important. You all need to understand that you need to be your own people. Good night, Shadowrock. I hope you take care. Yes, Lunar Moon. Go ahead and post the edit. I want to see it. Yeah, you have to understand something, Tess. Like, I technically didn't have to tell my partner this stuff, but something within my own integrity told me it was not right to keep it away from them. And well, I told them, and what the decision led to a breakup. And you know what? I accept those consequences because I indeed basically I didn't have to tell them at all. But again, just deep down inside of me, something doesn't sit right. If I knew I was doing something that I may consider wrong, it really wouldn't be any better if I just, you know, left like let that person go and completely block them and then never told my partner. That's just it wouldn't sit right with me. At one point in time, I would have to open up and be honest about it. So that's just the kind of person that I am. I'm happy to hear that, Satoru. I'm glad that you enjoy me. Roller chatting when reading this. I don't know how much you're hurting it. You are right about that, Estrius. If you listen, if you need to cry, please don't hesitate to cry. It is perfectly healthy and it helps you get through a lot of hard emotions rather quickly. Hello, cutie. Hello, Wesley. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. Don't worry about how far I put you on chat. Thank you, Satoru. I appreciate that. I need advice in trying to get my friend on Marvel Rivals. I'm having a hard time getting him on the game. Well, Wesley, it sounds like to me with that friend, you need to make. Okay, listen. Marvel Rivals is a fantastic game, and I played it for a good while with a friend that I had, and they were actually pretty good. Their they played Cloak and Dagger as a healer. They were okay at Cloak and Dagger actually. Um, the rest of the characters that they played, like they could never play DPS. They were so bad at DPS, absolutely terrible. They were okay with Doctor Strange. Eh, mm, they were all right. But they liked playing the thing. They thought the thing was really good. But besides that, they were an okay tank player, a really bad DPS player, and the only hero they could play was Cloak and Dagger. I think it tells you the type of Marvel Rivals player that they are. So, anyways, the to add to your point, Wesley, if you want to get a friend to play Marvel Rivals, just I don't know. Tell them like I mean they added Black Cat, they added a dinosaur. Like just give them the selling points of being like, wow, they added a dinosaur. They added the Black Cat. They added White Fox. Who's White Fox? Or just tell them there's so many heroes in the game, and I'm sure they'll. Oh, they have Deadpool. They have Deadpool now. I'm sure your friend likes Deadpool. I don't know. Maybe that'll compel them to come over. So that's the advice I can give you. Goodbye, Lunar. Hello, Aran. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. Well, I'm glad I can make you smile. You've done the same for me plenty of times. I'm happy to hear that, Tess. Thank you for making me smile. I hope I can continue to make you smile, too. Well, I miss I miss feel I hope she comes back soon. Roller appears with Fillion is lost. The law of equivalent exchange. See? Exactly. Aran knows what's up. So just remember, Fillion. Oh, I need some water. Hold on. Man, that water is good. Remember, Fillion is not here right now, but Roller's here, everybody. And trust me, there are other people out there that are trying to like do that weird sense of fulfillment of Fillion being not here and whatnot. But I hope Fillion's okay. I'm pretty sure they're back, aren't they? I heard like they already showed off their new VTuber model and whatnot, or maybe I'm just mistaken. I don't entirely know. I don't keep track of the VTuber stuff. Aw, I'm really happy I've inspired you in that test. Hello, how is your night going? Hi, Tyler. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. My night initially was actually pretty poor because I was having some really hard thoughts and it was just eating away at me at work and everything at that matter. But, I got home, I started live streaming and being with you lovely guys, I've started feeling a lot better and I'm really happy now actually. Thank you all for helping me out with this and thank you for being here as well, Tyler, for helping me out as well. My recipe is just awesome. Thank you. And I'm very appreciate you listening, Double OH. I hope I can continue to provide positivity and advice the best I can wherever I can. Good night, Mr. Cat. I appreciate you being here too, and I'm glad that you had a good time being here. It was definitely an enjoyable time. Hi, Jelly. I appreciate you being here. What tab is a link for your group under? Links and resources, if I remember. I think it's called links and resources. How to superglue deodorant to a wall? I don't think that's a good idea. I don't think it's a good idea. Alright. I'm gonna catch up on the rest of the chat and then I'm gonna have to get off. I enjoy my time. The last thing I like to say, I'll be around more often. Ooh, Mr. Cat, that'd be really cool actually. I'd like to see you again. I do hope you have a good night though. MJ leaning for the nails. Thank you, Little Moon. I'll be sure to watch it and I'll comment on it as well. So thank you so much. Hello, Charles Case. I appreciate you being here. I'm sorry I'm a little behind on chat right now, but I am trying to catch up. It's honestly just controversial. I don't necessarily like being controversial spaces, so your friend may not either. Ha! Yeah. Yeah, Wesley, your friend might be more of a casual gamer. You ever thought about that? Also, my main profile is Vero Interim, but I'm changing my character back to more of imagination. Decided a name, so shh. Okay. Alright, whatever you say. I'm gonna call you Charles then. Is that okay? I'll call you Charles from now on. But I appreciate you being here, Charles. As my ex of 4 years kind of hates my guts out of me. Gotcha. I'm sorry to hear about that, Mr. Cat. But I guess regardless, it's good that you had a chance to separate from them. You have an impact of 20. Oh, I'm at 5.28k now. Oh, yay. I got more subscribers. Thank you, everybody. But I'm glad that I can make a good impact upon you all. Like genuinely, truly. That's when I first started this YouTube channel, that was my primary focus. And it still is to this day. I genuinely don't see myself ever becoming such a big VTuber, everybody. And I think it's kind of good that I see it that way because it allows me to just do a live stream, do content creation. And I don't have to be on some sort of strict schedule. I can just do whenever I feel like it, really. The only obligation I give myself is the 2 live streams that I do on Tuesdays and Thursdays. But besides that, I can live stream anytime I want during that time, or I can just make content and post videos. Like, it's fun. It's supposed to be a creative hobby, and just a way to just put myself out there, like the kind of person that I am or try to be. Everything that you see about me. Well, first off, this is VR chat, so everything I'm doing right here is like me genuinely doing it. But at the same time, too, everything that you see, it is me. Like, I'm not putting on a show or facade or anything of that sort. Now, granted, I may have some more exclusivity depending on, like, personal friends that I know or maybe even my family members. But in general, I'm just a peppy, crazy, chaotic, random kind of guy. And I like this life that I live. And I'm very thankful that I can have people who appreciate the weird, kooky life that I managed to make. Like, I'm a person full of stories because I've done many, many different things all across the internet and all across real life. So, I'm happy that you guys find me interesting enough to stick around and just want to chat and have a good time, you know? It I know I've said it many times already, but it really does mean a lot to me. Anyways, let me continue reading chat. Hello, Rico Coaz. I appreciate you being here. I'm very appreciative that you guys. I mean, I've just tried to be nice the best I can. I really do. I say I catch when you're struggling a lot. I'm gonna be there. I'll be back. And I do appreciate that a lot as well, Rand. I know it has been a minute since I've spoken to you, and I'm so sorry about that. But I'm trying to be better. I really am trying to be better about just talking to more closer friends to me, if you will. Hello, the. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. And we all motivate each other. We motivate each other like one big motivation party. And you know, this positive feedback is great. You know, we all work out for each other. We all watch out for each other, motivate each other, encourage each other, support each other, and it just continues to build up and up and up and up because it builds the confidence for both sides, always and forever. And this gives you a chance to go out there and make a positive impact upon other people as well. Just think about it. A lot of you all have just helped make a VTuber, a person that feels very well comfortable with themselves, a person who's very knowledgeable about everything related to um what is it called? Mental intelligence. But even then they still have their moments where they get upset and down, and you know, the positive and kind words that you all have given have genuinely have lifted me up. So take with that as a sense of confidence. You have a chance to make greatness in this world. Please don't squander your talents. Don't squander your talents. Don't squander the ability to make somebody else's day because you all have it. You just have to be confident enough to utilize it. And if for what it's worth, I have utmost faith that you'll use it and you'll be successful in doing so. So, at least try to. You know how life is to us at times. It's life is cruel many a times, and I try to make sure that I can take it one day at a time, especially now more than ever. But I'm very thankful that I have a great community to be able to be there for me. I start to cry when my whole family leaves for vacation. It's just me. Oh, I'm sorry to hear about that, Jelly. I like the hearts and the zaps, Lunar Moon. You guys mean a lot to me too, Mr. Cat. Thank you for telling me that. It does mean a lot. Hello, 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 hello. Hi, everybody. Hello, hi, yes. I like how WY Doc is still here, and they did the cat box too. That's awesome. Hello, Graph. I appreciate you being here too. Thanks for stopping by. And hello, Cash. I appreciate you being here as well. Thank you for stopping by. I was allowed to have boundaries. Of course, you're allowed to have boundaries, Lunar Moon. Like, remember, every single one of you, you are allowed to have boundaries. Just make sure you be respectful when you enact them. Like, again, don't make a big scene about it and don't cause a rise out of it. Otherwise, people really won't respect your boundaries after that fact. Nobody will ever. Let me put it this way: nobody will ever tolerate a person who is, I guess, throwing a tantrum, because people see that and they don't hear out your arguments. Instead, they resort to seeing you be throwing a tantrum and being like, "Oh, why should I listen to this person? They sound like they have a lot of emotional problems." Always be strong when you have to be put into a conflicting situation, and stand firm on your ground with your boundaries. Just also be respectful at the same time too. We haven't chasing your dreams. Oh my lord, my cat pulled up to watch the stream. Hey, how about that, Mr. Cat? But you're Mr. Cat, so does that mean you're a cat too? Apple Aloha. Apple Aloha. Hi, Mr. Apple. I like the way that you greet yourself that way. That's awesome. I appreciate you being here. My Doctor Stage is godly, and my C and D is even better. Your Doctor Stage? I don't know what a Doctor Stage is. Is it like a doctor, but it's also a stage? So is it like a big, massive moving stage that also has like defibrillators that like shock you. Clear. Psh, ah, and then that's Cloak and Dagger right there. See, like that's Cloak. That's Dagger. I need to catch up with chat. I really am getting tired. Oh my goodness gracious, Lunar Moon. What exactly, Fillion? People have been saying Fillion is pregnant. I don't think that's true. I think I think the most likely situation is Fillion is rebranding. And if I were to take a guess, the Rindo avatar I don't think allows for the opportunity of commercial use. So, in other words, if you're going to make money utilizing this avatar for entertainment or whatnot, technically speaking, that is not allowed in the avatar's terms. So, I believe what they're trying to do now is they're trying to rebrand themselves to the point where it's legally distinct enough, but it's still rather familiar to the original style. And I thought when I saw the new remodel, it looked like Fillion, but it just was, I think, probably distinct enough to not be Fillion. But now that I think about it, was that real or was that just like AI or something? I don't even know at this point because I feel like I looked up Fillion Phase 2 on YouTube and I don't really get anything except for the same similar clip. So is it actually happening? I'm so confused. That's why I don't try to keep up with this stuff. I swear. I have a question. What's the basic TLEDR lore of thy character? So Charles, um, I don't necessarily have lore, if you will. If you want to know the literal like backstory of how I found this character, so um, in I think it was February, I think January, in no February, yes February. In February 2025, I broke up with my VR girlfriend, and I had I had no reason to go into VR that much at that point anymore. So I had trackers. I liked listening to music. I liked getting high. So I would do all three of those things, and I would go to Prismic's avatar search because I would just click random avatar and just start dancing the music while in random avatars. I found all sorts of avatars from many different like fandoms or like work in progress projects or all of the kind of stuff. And then I landed on one particular avatar. Um, it was made by the Avatar Creator Code, and it basically looks like this, but just imagine no face tracking, and imagine just a black sweater as opposed to a white one. When I landed on it, something something spoke out to me about it. It felt right. It felt comfy to be in. Even to the point where eventually after I used my main anime male avatar, when I would go back to being alone, I would switch into this avatar. And so eventually I started using it more and more and more until I was like, you know what? I like this avatar. So you know what? I'm going to wear it permanently. And then eventually I started VTubing and I started talking to the Avatar Creator Code, or I reached out to the Avatar Creator Code to remake a new avatar to add face tracking and all the customization options. And well, at this rate, coming on 13 months later, well, actually a lot more. It's about 16 months at this rate. And well, really the rest is history. It's I think I've almost exceeded my time in VR, the majority of my VR chat time in this avatar, which is crazy to me. Just I think I've chalked more than like 500 hours in this avatar at this rate. But the fact that this avatar I I don't there really is like I'm looking at this right now, and all I see is myself. I, for just a brief moment, I'm not a male. I'm an anime girl. And for what it's worth, it's just nice to escape reality with just being a male. So in VR, I can be a female. Anyways. Anyways, I hope that explains the lore to you. You're probably going to bed. Bye, Mr. Cat. I hope you have a great night now. Hello, Cosmex. It's been a while since I've seen you. I hope you're doing well. I remember when you had like 25 subs. Yeah, I know, right, Cosmex? It has been a while, that's for sure. But it's always nice to see you whenever I have the opportunity to do so. I feel my soul dying. Reven, you might want to you might want to get that fixed. You might want to go to the soul doctor and get that all fixed up. I'll tell you that much. I'm gonna die young. I've had so much. Go, Lunar Moon. Stop having too much caffeine. Save yourself. I swear. You're gonna go to the hospital and they're gonna like have to like give you like stabilizer. I'm telling you. You gotta be careful. Yeah, Jell, you have been here a while, haven't you? And you know, regardless, I'm always grateful to see you as well. I'm hoping you're having a great day yourself, honestly. Viro Ednan, Viro Enton. Oh, thank you for letting me know about that, Charles. Viro Enton. I have to make sure I say that like that. Okay, last question. I have like 13. Oh my goodness gracious. I'm reporting you as a good person. I like that. Thank you for calling me a good person. Wait for reaction to previous in this one. A lot of people pronounce it wrong in case you're wondering. I don't, you know, sometimes I will pronounce things wrong, and I do get embarrassed, sort of, sure, but you know, a correction always helps. So thank you so much, and thank you for thank you for calling me a good person as well. I really do try my best to try to be a good person. I can't guarantee that it's always going to be 100%, but I really do put my best foot forward wherever I can. So, thanks for calling me a good person. I like that. Right. You know where to find me. It's hitting me hard sometimes with negative thoughts, but can't wait to say stuff you give us something. I'm with you. So it's nice to catch you. Yes, Aran. And it's very nice to see you again too. For what it's worth, I do hope you're being well. I do hope you're being safe. I do hope everything's going good for you, and yeah, I wish the best for you and everybody else as well. It's good to see you again. I go to links and resources. Here, hold on. Let me Satoru, sorry. Let me check. Maybe I am the dumb one. Maybe I need to go back to school. Links and resources? Yeah, if you go to links and resources, if you go up one message, it should be the link to my VR chat group. So that's where you have to go. May I make a video of me singing basically just like my voice, and you can possibly give me it. I don't. Well, Lunar Moon, if you make edits of me, I'm totally fine with seeing those and commenting on those. But like going to support other people, I'm sorry, I can't commit to that, because then if I do, then a lot of other people would want to as well. So unfortunately, I can't say I would do that personally. I'm really sorry about that. No, Mr. Cat is not a cat. Dang it! I am gonna go. It's 2 a.m. exhausted, so I cannot sleep. Bye. Goodbye, Tess. I hope you have a great night and you take care. And where is it? Oh, I see. I understand. I felt like I indeed knew that they were talking about an ARG for Fillion, but I don't really keep up with that stuff so much, so I don't entirely know what's going on with it. Hello, Absunara? Is that how you say your name? I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. I have used the same Abby since 2022. It's just, well, for me, that just boggles my mind that people have like, I would say like some people probably have like what like 5+ years in VR chat. I get it. I know I'm kind of getting there. I am I? I'm about 2 years at this point, almost 2 years. But like, dang, 2022. That at this rate is like 4 years ago. And then there are some people that have been here longer since, especially since like the pandemic and whatnot. Damn, that's impressive, honestly. Those are some big boy numbers. I gotta get my numbers up, you know. Roller, what time? It's 1:07 a.m. It is currently 2:13 right now, as of the time I said this. Yeah, I'm EST right now. Hello, I like oranges. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. And hello, Cyojin. I appreciate you being here too. Thank you for stopping by. I felt cringe. I forgot. I forgot. Oh, that's hold on. That's you know what? Hold on, Satoru. Give me a minute. Give me a minute, Satoru. I fixed it. I fixed it. I fixed it. Sorry. I genuinely did not know that. I did not know that was a problem. So thank you, honest to God. Thank you so much for letting me know that that helps a lot of problems actually. Hello Goober. I appreciate you being here too. I hope you're doing well. It's okay. It's 10 p.m. 10 p.m. Dang. 10 p.m. Holy cow. You're 4 hours behind. That's awesome actually. Hi Snoo. It's good to see you again. I appreciate you being here. My sleep's it's 10:10 in the morning. I might go to sleep. Yeah, I honestly need to go to bed myself. Yeah, I am on the East Coast. I, wait, Satoru, it's still not there. Um, I'm gonna post it as an announcement after this. I'm sorry for the inconvenience. I didn't know it was gonna cause this problem. I like seeing you guys from the West Coast and the East Coast. That's pretty cool, actually. So from the West Coast to the East Coast. But either way, everybody. Um, I have caught up with chat, and because I have caught up with chat, I am now going to officially go to bed. But, but for what it's worth, thank you all genuinely, wholeheartedly for making me feel honestly a lot better. I I'm eternally grateful that we all can spend time here together and just help cheer me up. I'm I really 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 appreciate you guys. And I really appreciate that you took the time to be here today with me, or especially in this late night for many of you, honestly. But the fact that you had positive words to say or just goofy things to say to help lift up the mood, you all have made a great impact on me today. And I can't be any more thankful that you were able to be here to support me. I'm always thankful that I can be supportive the best I can to you all. It's nice that you were able to give back to me. I love you guys. I really do. Before I get off today, I always like to make sure I say one more thing. And that is you know, anybody in your life, like a friend, a family member, someone that you trust, someone that you love, if you could just take the time for me, just one small thing, just give them that sense of positivity, give them that sense of appreciation, that sense of encouragement that can help them keep going forward. The small little action you may take to help them feel better about their life can make the biggest massive rippling effect in just making them be the best they can be. So long as you can do that for me, and this is the only thing I ask. Like, I don't ask for likes, I don't ask for subscribes, I don't ask for any of that stuff. All I ask for is you just make somebody feel good in this world. Somebody make an impact upon somebody's life. Make them realize that they are worth it in this world. Because by the end of the day, it really falls on all of us to make sure that we can let others know they're worth it. And so long as you can do that, then you too can be a positive beacon of light in a world where there's a lot of doom, gloom, and hopelessness already. Please do it for me. Because with all what you all have done here for me, you can do for a trusted friend. You can do for a family member. You can do for a teacher. You can do for a coworker. You can do for just about anybody. All you have to do is be kind. All right, everybody. I think that's it for me. Thank you all so much for being here. Um, I'm kind of done reading chat. I'm sorry for anybody new who has joined. Um, but for everybody who has joined and for everybody who's provided positive words, my heart really does go out to you. Thanks. And have a good night, alright? See you next time.